make you cringe, you absolute spurt.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I deserve that. Oh, man.
You could have at least knocked, Morrison.
Now, there's something I wanted to see, because in the background, behind Dante, you can see the, pin-up girls on the wall.
I think I remember seeing that.
I want to see if you can actually see it in the PS4 version, because I can see it for effect on the PC version. I always do.
Just speak.
Just speak.
Bad news it is.
Bad news it is. I'm not supposed to be voiced like this, but I am anyway.
See, she wants to invite you to her birthday party.
Have I told the story yet about how Morrison's voice actor got cancelled because he made YouTube videos making fun of SJWs and shit?
That's fucking funny.
He also made fun of Jews, I think is another thing.
So what's the good news?
That's
because he's Jewish as well, I'm pretty sure. So.
Wait, he is?
Pretty sure he is.
Well, if he is, he does a very convincing black guy voice.
Yeah.
I like.
The
water needs turning
yeah,
on
I couldn't see the pinup girls. Funny that.
And the toilets need flushing.
Those toilets need flushing.
Would you laugh if, like, Metal Gear Rising, he had, like, a picture from the Senran Kagura artist just on his wall?
Oh, like in
like
Metal
some
Gear
art.
Rising,
Yeah.
Alright, so you can... Okay.
You can sort of see it.
Yeah, I wanted to confirm whether or not they actually, censored it out and we just never saw it for fucking years, but no, it's there,
right
you can see it. Just wanted to make sure...
Just wanted to double check.
Because I didn't notice it until I played it on PC, and then I was like, oh, okay, why did I not notice it until now? Patty. Thank you.
Patty.
I remembered her name, and I saw her in the subtitles, but I didn't mention it earlier.
I'll take you up on that.
I will say I really do like these cutscenes. They did a good job with the story in this game.
Yeah, they did.
It's nice.
You know what I missed, though?
Like,
Being able to press triangle and zoom in on the girl's tits.
me too. It's just not that kind of game, sadly. It's not.
But it's fucking
DMC.
It's
cool.
What?
Sex is integral to the DMC experience.
Yeah. Doesn't anyone remember Booby Vampire Lady from 3? You know,
exactly.
They made all the 12-year-old boys horny as fuck.
She's also fucking hard and bullshit, and I don't like fighting her, but that's another thing entirely.
That's a whole other thing.
Oh my lord.
I have no name.
You can see why the ladies swoon over Uncle Dante here.
Yeah.
That is a man face right there.
I don't watch VTubers just because I just don't.
You can call me.
I just feel like the trend is just gonna die super fast now that it's just becoming a bit more, commercialized.
I mean, it's like 3 years strong now.
Yeah, but how much longer until people are like, okay, I'm sick of all these VTubers? Like, didn't China just make one, or some company made one?
HoloLive broke off their Chinese one ages ago because of the whole.
I know.
thing.
I meant like a normal, just everyday company. Just as like, oh, we have an anime mascot now.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't follow China anything if I can help it.
Well, it's not strict, and it's not just Chinese. I was just like, there. He said it. He said your reason. He said it.
Which you would not catch. You would not catch that if you didn't have the subtitles.
Exactly.
Vagina.
Vag. Your reason for fighting. What is it? Vag.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
Yeah, you know
what?
I think you and I are gonna get along swimmingly. Dante would fucking be like, you know what? That's a fucking funny joke.
That's a pretty basic red pill joke there, V. I like you.
Yeah, I like you. You know what? You can stay for another game or two. Anyway, as I was saying, I will admit I enjoy good gushing over Dante doing cool things. It's enjoyable to watch.
The cutscene that we will see later.
Yeah, or just just Dante in general. It's fucking fun.
Did you learn how he works? Oh, hello there.
It's exactly what I already... Well, here's the thing. I already knew
the move.
One part of how to do the move, which is... So, to do the big fucking fuck you laser beam, you have to hold his button, which for me it's square, during something called illegal move. Illegal move is a dodge. But I don't remember how to do the fucking dodge. So the only way for me to check, because you can't do it, it's not a move you can buy, you have to check as soon as the mission starts, which I will do. So I'm going to check the move.
Okay.
After the cutscene, because it's another cutscene.
This is DMC cutscene.
Pretty much.
Devil's May cutscene.
Devil's May cutscene.
Devils make cutscenes
Yeah.
enjoyable to watch.
Oh, I wanted to mention as well, one of the things I was worried about with Nier Replicant. Yeah, I know we're going back on that topic.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that for at least another week or so.
But one thing I'm really happy to see is that all versions of the game on Xbox One and PS4, even the base versions, run at a pretty good 60 frames per second.
Unfortunately, we can't say for the cutscenes.
Not all the cutscenes, no, and I think that carries over to the PC version.
Yeah.
I would have to check later. Okay, skill
We'll
list.
just quickly check before we get back on topic.
But yeah, that's something I really like. More games should strive to back to forward twice. Okay, that explains it. That's a legal move.
That's
Okay.
illegal.
Yes. But yeah, more games should strive to be 60 FPS, even on shitty fucking consoles like the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Well, I don't mind 30 FPS so long as it's a consistent 30 FPS all round, depending on the game.
Yes, depending on the game, yeah. That's why I'm okay with Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch, which runs extremely well. I'm actually amazed how well it does
I'm
run.
so happy how well that game is doing. It makes me happy just...
6 million copies shipped.
In like the first month!
Yeah, and probably 5 million sold, if we're being honest.
It's
Like-
just everyone converted from World over to Rise. 'cause it's
Pretty
the
much,
new big
and
one.
also Japan.
Japan
When-
loves Monster Hunter.
When Japan doesn't buy games very often because their sales numbers reflect it. They never get in 500,000 usually. But when there's a game they really want, oh my lord, do they want it?
It just makes me happy to see Japan support gaming, specifically their own gaming sometimes, when it's not just us doing the sales.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's just unfortunate that Japan is the kind of country that is just a workaholic nation.
Yeah, they can only fit so much into their schedule.
It is a real... It's just... That's the reason why that Sony abandoned its Japan roots and just...
Apart from just wanting to be a Western company, the whole PlayStation thing.
Like Studio
It
Japan...
just doesn't sell well over there. That's partly why they were just like, we're gonna go to the bigger audience. Like, yeah, okay.
It's like cool.
I see the logic. I don't agree with it, but I see the logic. What I don't understand is why you force Japanese developers to go to California standards
and all that bullshit.
And censor everything.
It's
That's
so
shit.
fucking rude.
That's just retarded.
I mean, I don't know if they've
TBH.
updated their policy since I haven't actually looked at if they've updated their policies.
No, they have not. They have not changed it.
That is so. It's
In fact,
so disrespectful.
I'd say it's gotten worse actually because now the entire industry is basically going along with it, even though they are multi-platform titles. So they're just they're censoring games during development to accommodate the bullshit, and that's the shittiest part of all.
It is.
That fucking camera, Jesus Christ.
Part of me, like, I know people have better things to do than just play video games. Like in Japan and stuff, like, you can't spend your whole life just playing video games unless it's your job.
Yeah.
It's like...
But
did Japan really have to support mobile gaming with microtransactions so hard that their physical and home console release stuff, even PC stuff, gets heavily affected? Like, you know...
No,
it's just a shame.
I agree, yeah. Nope, not that way.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even remember that being a path.
It's so you can skip the wall and not have to waste Devil Trigger.
You know, it's funny, I've gone through this whole recording session with you without once making a Nico smells bad joke.
That could be arranged.
It can. Cole, let me ask you something. If Lady was a woman who who only showered once a week, would you still have sex with her?
Only on the day she has to shower.
Because that leads to a very frustrating relationship.
Would it? Maybe just shower more often. I don't know.
Take a fucking shower, Sarah. I love Honey Pot. That one comment that someone said about Honey Pot 2 is like, take a fucking shower. It's one of the funniest fucking rebuttals to Sarah's character.
Yeah, it's pretty brilliant.
I wish you could say that in game. That is fucking genius. Because she tells you that. She's like, oh, you shower once or twice a week.
That's fucking disgusting, Sarah.
It's fucking disgusting. Yeast infection up the wazoo. Like, fucking get out of my face. I was actually rooting for Sarah before, because when you start the game, you have to pick an avatar for your save file, which doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but...
Yeah.
I picked Sarah because I was like, oh yeah, she's the weeb. I bet she's gonna have some really funny dialogue, even if it is a bit fucking cringe with the English acting.
Yeah.
Which, yes, you do get used to as you play Honey Pop.
Yes.
Some characters I can't listen to. Like, legit. I hate listening to some of those actors. But yeah, I picked Sarah, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, I smell like fish. And I'm like,
ew.
It's just gross.
It's just fucking gross.
When it's like a sex... like a quote hentai game, like designed that way, and you just hear like, oh yeah, I smell really bad.
You just think
not okay. I don't like it.
Like I don't like. Oh, you said girls should shower, and you're a guy. You don't shower.
You don't shower.
It's like, bitch. I don't like smegma. Okay.
It's fucking gross. Get out of my face, you disgusting pile of puke.
Shower every day, people.
Remember, guys,
That's
basic
my
hygiene. You only get one. You get one hygiene. Don't waste it.
Yeah, basically.
In life, you get a single hygiene.
A single
Use
hygiene.
A single hygiene. Use it wisely. It is fun though.
Fuck you. Fuck you, DMC reboot bullshit.
Fucking bullshit. That's not going in.
Oh, yes it is.
Ha ha ha, Pumbaa, ha ha ha.
No one understands that
No one
joke because they cut it out. No one understands it anymore.
Well, I never said it.
But you just did.
No, you lie. Cut it out.
No.
You know, I miss this. I miss doing these little Let's Play sessions.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I do like about V is Nightmare when he fucking just does a fucking body slam.
I wish he made an audible like slam like grunt noise.
Like
he goes,
yeah, that would be really funny.
He's like, I'm so excited, V.
V is so tedious.
He's
but
boring.
But sometimes he has the funny things like Nightmare just fucking
Drop
belly
kick.
flopping 10 meters high into a swimming pool.
And I guess it's kind of cool the way he kills enemies, like where he does like these cool animations and stabs them. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
but
there are things conceptually I like about V, but when you actually play it,
it's boring.
He doesn't immediately incentivize you to play the game in a stylish fashion. Just
his
mash
mix-ups.
buttons.
His mix-ups are not very interesting. When you think about trying to, it just tires you out, and you just resort to just pushing the same two buttons in Nightmare occasionally.
Yeah.
You just end up resorting to that.
Yes, on
nonsense.
higher difficulty, I have been using Nightmare more because obviously it's beneficial to kill the enemies quicker.
Yep, it's harder. But yeah. What? You know the EX provocation stuff?
Yes.
Do you feel like
The
that
3 million fucking moves.
Do you think that's a bit too expensive? Like maybe like 1.5 million.
No, the reason it's 3 million is because it incentivizes you
to farm for hours.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me rephrase that. It doesn't incentivize you so much as it rewards you for playing the rest of the game for extended periods of time. Because you played the game itself for a long time.
Yeah.
And you get, for example, 1.5 million fucking red orbs.
But that's after farming too. That's not progression.
But if you play the game normally without exploiting mission 13
over and over and over again.
Yeah. You eventually get the amount of red orbs that you would need to get the EX provocation.
True. I don't know. It just feels like a bit too much farming for me. Because you got to do that 4 fucking times. You need 12 million, and that's just the taunt.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
I think it's just a bit too much.
One thing with because I mentioned this move. See, that right there. If there's anything in the way of V, or if the enemy is too far away, when you do that, You don't go to the enemy, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Whoa. It felt like there was a frame
Okay,
that
cool
just,
cool
yeah.
backflip, therefore
Cool flip, bro.
I take back everything.
Okay, he did a flip, therefore this is the best game I've ever seen. Hey Carl, what's your preferred kind of game? Do you prefer linear games or do you prefer more open world games?
Linear.
You're not like the Dark Souls kind of guy?
I prefer linear because it means there's a focus.
On a gameplay loop.
Yeah, well, not so much on the gameplay loop, but more from a gameplay. How to explain it? From if you have a linear game, your game doesn't lose focus. You can tell you can create the exact kind of game you want. Open world, you have to kind of accommodate for a lot of things. Like you need to introduce a bunch of like situational mechanics and all that shit.
Well, yeah, but then you
have to get side quests as well, and that kind of bogs the game down.
But then you get Nier Automata, and that's open world.
Yeah, but that's also not. It's also
and that's tight. And that's tight.
Yes, and I'm not saying it's 100%.
I guess
like a bad idea to do that. It's just I prefer smaller games that
are more focused.
Well, I prefer games that demand me replaying it over and over to get the result I want, like DMC.
The problem, it's weird because there's a problem with both sides, because linear is like, you can play it once, and then since the gameplay wasn't particularly interesting, you'll have no incentive to ever play it again.
That is the biggest flaw, and that's why
you got open world games, and
yes. And now we have too many open world games that have nothing to do, so now we're going back to linear games.
Yep.
Which is the eternal fucking struggle. Oh god, what's going on?
I don't know. I saw an explosion and I had a flashback to Dengeki Bunko. That's not getting uploaded.
It's
too old.
But it's a good video.
It's like 2016, early 2016. That was a 5-year-old video.
Yeah, see, I should have hit that guy, but because it was not
just outside of the teleport
because it wasn't
range.
Close enough for V to satisfy his autism, I don't get to hit them.
And that makes me have an autistic rage.
Oh, I wanted to stand on it. Fuck you.
He's got what's his mission after this? Oh right,
Mission 14.
You gotta do mission 14 and no, that's it. Because
Yeah.
you don't have to play as him in mission 13.
No, not unless you want to S rank everything.
Yeah. So this is technically the second last time we'll be playing as V. Yay! And his other mission is just a walking simulator and boss rush anyway.
I mean, I don't mind boss rush levels necessarily. Like, DMC3 is not great because it's really.
I remember loving that mission as a kid. I was just like, I get to fight every boss on easy. That's cool.
Conceptually, it's cool, but the annoying thing is when you want to get the last blue orb fragment, you have to kill literally all of them.
Isn't that kind of the fun though? You get to fight every boss.
Not when you have to fight the really annoying ones over and over again, instead of just going through it the way you should. And also, there's mission 19 as well with Arkham.
Yeah, Arkham.
Fuck that shit. That is a fucking terrible mission.
I remember it. I don't remember it being hard because I only ever played as Doppelganger.
Well, there's your explanation, because holy shit, fuck that mission. Holy shit.
Holy shit, bro.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, he does it automatically. Now, if you had a gun, you could have just instantly killed that ghost.
Yeah.
I think.
Pretty much.
So Kamiya made Bayonetta, yeah?
Yes.
Do you feel like that Bayonetta is his answer for, I don't work on DMC anymore, so here's DMC, but as a hot British lady? Because it sort of plays the same.
It has more similarities to DMC 1 than you might expect. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you play Bayonetta, you might be a bit better at DMC1 than not at all.
If you play DMC1, you might have a better understanding of why Bayonetta plays the way it does, yeah.
Like how so?
Like movement, traversal, apart from the combo system, that's very different, but when you play Bayonetta, you feel like it's a Kamiya game. Just like when you play DMC1, you feel you could feel his influence.
Unlike Wonderful 101, which doesn't play like anything fun.
Well,
I hate the fucking draw thing mechanic. I really do.
I'm bad at it, so I can't say it's like bad just because I suck at it.
I just feel like that it's a bit
I
too
will
finicky.
eventually learn it. I just am not learning it currently.
I just feel like it's a bit too precise sometimes, where it's like, I know I drew a fucking gun, but you gave me a sword.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I see what you mean.
I drew an angle. Why'd you give me sword?
Yeah. I really do want to play Wonderful 101. I even backed it on Kickstarter for a reason.
Same.
Just need to sit down and learn it, you know?
Yep.
One of the things I loved about that Kickstarter, by the way, was because of the delay for shipping, they gave you a free Steam code.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fuck yes, that's exactly what I want.
I'm glad that they even did that. I wish more people did that.
Yeah.
That's cool. And it's the full game too.
Yes, it is. Like literally, you get a free digital copy.
You know,
and I got it physically on Switch, which is really good.
You know what I think gaming companies should do is like what they do with anime is give you a digital copy of the game inside the physical case.
So you can play the digital one and preserve the physical one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get sure you'll have it inside the game case so that people don't scalp them.
Yeah. The problem is that would make it extremely expensive.
No, like you don't pay it extra. It's just like when you buy a DVD.
No, we would like it to be for free, but they will not do that.
Yeah.
Because
it's annoying.
Fuck you.
Because like I feel like you should get a digital copy anyway.
You should, but that would mean them not getting money from you, so they won't.
Yeah. It's pissy. I don't like it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I got S rank. Fuck yeah. That's hard to do.
The higher the difficulty it can be.
I don't know. I feel like that you can still get S. I notice it drops a lot quicker.
Yes. Feels good, man.
Yeah, and that's second last mission is V.
Yep. Mandatory mission.
Mandatory mission, because fuck planism in any other mission.
Oh, follow up to what I said in part 4?
Yeah.
When we were playing as V. I talked about a game called Folklore.
Yes.
I actually got a physical copy of that. I picked it up from eBay, and I'm looking forward to playing it.
Eventually.
Literally just because V plays sort of like that game.
But V sucks.
Yeah, but I want to see what they were thinking, but all the way back, because Folklore is a launch title nearly for the PS3.
That's 2006.
2007.
Fuck, that's old.
Yeah. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing it. And also, if you play it on an emulator, because I own the physical disc, so fuck you Sony if you even think about coming after me for that shit. You can play it at 60 FPS with a patch.
Which is cool.
Which is good.
I remember back in 2007, I remember we looked up the concept of Folklore, and we just thought it was a Yu-Gi-Oh sort of thing. But then I remembered, I think it was Eye of Judgment, which is also a PS3 game that came with a scanner for cards.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, that's what I was probably confusing it with.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I feel like I remember learning about Folklore when it came out, but then never thinking about it ever again.
I think I always mixed it up with Eye of Judgment.
Yeah.
Which I never played either.
Either, yeah.
No, like either of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it, Shadow? Dead body? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a dead body.
I don't know if I
isn't it?
mentioned this already, but I'll mention it here just in case. I don't know why Shadow is a jaguar instead of a wolf.
He was a wolf?
Yeah, in DMC1 it's a wolf.
Okay, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just, oh, well, the visual V came up with he wanted a jaguar, I guess.
I guess, but...
Because isn't Shadow just like a made-up, like, squishy thing, like
it's a demon.
yeah. So he just sort of forms.
It's literally a shadow demon from DMC1 from Malay Island. That's what it is. The more I talk about DMC1, the more I want to play it, but then I think about actually playing it and thinking, no, I don't want to play it because it's fucking hard.
And I fucking hate it, and fuck you, stupid worm boss Mission 18 crap.
Yeah.
No, I will not use healing items.
No, the one that really grinded my fucking gears was the Mundus boss fight when you had to play a Space Harrier type mission.
What?
Oh, man.
What?
Space Harriers that...
No, I know it's Space Harrier, but
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you go into, like, Devil Trigger with Dante, and you play a Space Harrier style fucking bullet hell thing. And it's, like, the most frustrating bullshit ever, because if you play it with the analog stick, your controls are inverted, so you have to do it with the D-pad, which I didn't know until after I beat it.
Yeah, that happens in Space Harrier, the actual game. Your controls are inverted.
But it's fucking bullshit.
It's fucking
and I
shit.
wish I knew the D-pad did it in the normal fucking direction. But fuck you, we didn't give you a tutorial for that, so you shit out of luck.
Well, fuck you, Capcom.
God,
Hate you.
That was fucking frustrating.